Thanks for tuning in to my great teams of the past. APBA baseball. It's a big matchup today. Battle of New York. The 1927 New York Yankees visit the 1922 New York Giants. It's game number one of their four-game series. Still early, but these look right now two of the best three teams in the league. Giants come into this one with a 6-2 record. Yankees are 8-4. Those winning percentages, top three in the league, both teams. So huge series coming up here between a couple of World Series winners. Giants again in 1922, the Yankees from 1927. So far here in week number 4, the 1929 Cubs have swept the 1922 Browns, and the 1927 Pirates surprisingly took 3 of 4 from the 1930 Cardinals. Still to come in week number 4, the 1925 Senators against the 1919 Reds, and the 1920 Indians are off this week. Starting lineups for game number 1 of this series from the Polo Grounds, leading off for the Yankees and playing center field is Earl Combs. Shortstop is Mark Koenig. Babe Ruth is in right field. Lou Gehrig bats cleanup and plays first base. Bob Musial, league's top hitter, is in left field. Tony Lazzeri is at second base. Joe Dugan's at third base. Pat Collins is the catcher. And Herb Pennock is the starting pitcher for the Yankees. Pennock, through 3 starts, a 1-1 record and a 5.66 ERA. For the 1922 New York Giants, Dave Bancroft will lead off and play shortstop. Heine Groh plays third base. Frankie Frisch is the second baseman. Irish Musial, cleanup hitter, playing left field. Ross Youngs is in right field. George Kelly is the first baseman. Casey Stengel is playing center field. Frank Snyder is the catcher, and the starting pitcher for the Giants is Art Nehf. This will be Nehf's third start. No decisions in each of his first 2 starts, despite a 2.37 earned run average, which currently ranks him 7th in the league. So that's the lineups. Let's get this series started. And both these teams gunning for first place. Giants actually looking for their second straight championship. They won season 1, featuring teams from early 1900s to about 1918. The 1912 New York Giants won season 1. They went 21-11 in the 32-game schedule. And the 1922 Giants, currently 6-2. Their .750 winning percentage leads the league. So looking for a second straight pennant. But this is a great Yankees team and a few other good teams in this league as well. So still a lot of baseball to play. Starting things off for the Yankees is Earl Combs. Combs hitting just .255 so far in 1927. Sorry, in this league in 1927, he hit .356. And Combs, 66 to lead off. Not a home run. It stays in the park down the left into the left center field gap. Stengel and Musial are chasing after it. Combs, very fast runner, rounds second, and he's into third with a lead-off triple. Yankees have something starting early here. That brings Mark Koenig to the plate. Koenig hitting just 170 on the season. He was a .285 hitter in 1927, but runner on third, nobody out. And Koenig comes through, slices one into left field. It's in for a base hit. Earl Combs will score. And after just 2 batters, it is 1-0 Yankees. That'll bring up Babe Ruth. Ruth hitting .324 in this league, 5 home runs in the first 12 games. At the start of week number 4, that had him tied for second. He's currently in third. So runner on first for Babe Ruth. And Art Nehf strikes him out. So here's Lou Gehrig. Gehrig batting .311. Was a .373 hitter in 1927. Gehrig Leads the league in triples with 3, tied for first in the league with 14 runs scored. So runner on first, 1 out. Here is Lou Gehrig. Well hit ball. Left side. Knocked down by Heine Groh. His only play is to first, and he does get the out, but Mark Koenig advances to second base. So 2 outs, runner on second for the league's top hitter. Bob Musial comes into week number 4 with a .429 average. Hit .337 actually in 1927, but just killing it so far. 12 games in this season. Again, .429 average leads the league. 21 hits leads the league. 10 doubles leads the league. Tied with Babe Ruth with a team high 10 RBI. He's got a runner on second here. And Musial's going to do it again. 22 gets to roll on his second column. Deep drive to left field. It's back, gone. 2-run home run for Bob Musial. His third of the season. He had 8 of them in 1927. He's already got 3 here. It is 3-0 Yankees. That brings up Tony Lazzeri, 2 outs, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Frisch has it. Throws it over to first for the third out. But 3 runs on 3 hits for the Yankees. They make a statement early. And now the Giants come to bat. Dave Bancroft will lead things off. Bancroft hitting just .152 through 8 games. Was a .321 hitter in 1922. And he will line one into center field. It will fall in for a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard for the Giants. Here's Heine Groh. Groh hitting just .172, a .265 hitter in 1922. Looks at ball 1, then looks at ball 2. Hit to center field. Catchable. Earl Combs has it. And that's the first out. Brings up Frankie Frisch. Frisch, a team worst .121 average through 8 games, just 4 hits and 33 at-bats. He was a .327 hitter, though, in 1922. And he will hit one into right field. It is in for a base hit. Dave Bancroft will go from first to third on the Frisch single. So that'll put runners on the corners with 1 out for Irish Musial. Not the same player as New York's Bob Musial. Just making sure of that. Irish Musial batting .250 so far this season. A .331 hitter in 1922. Fly ball to left. Bancroft tags up. Bob Musial makes the catch. Play at the plate. Bancroft slides in safely. Giants are on the board on the Musial sacrifice fly. It is now 3-1 Yankees. So 2 outs. Ross Youngs comes to the plate. Youngs hitting .281, was a .331 hitter in 1922. And he will hit a fly ball to center field, which Earl Combs will catch for the final out. So a lot happening in the first inning. Yankees score 3 in the top of the first. Giants come back with 1 in the bottom of the first. And we go to the second. Joe Dugan to lead things off for the Yankees. Dugan hitting a team worst 136 through 12 games. 269 hitter in 1927. Pops it up. Shortstop Dave Bancroft calls for it. He's got it for the first out. Here's the catcher, Pat Collins. Collins hitting 295. The 275 hitter in 1927. He looks at ball one. Ground ball, left side. Grove, the third baseman, has it. Throws across the field to first, and that's 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Herb Pennock. Pennock 1 for 6 so far this season at the plate. And he bounces a ground ball right at Frankie Frisch. Frisch has it over to first. 1-2-3 inning for Art Nehf. We go to the bottom of the second. George Kelly to lead off. Kelly batting 258 on the season, a 328 hitter in 1922. Ground ball up the middle, but Mark Koenig will make the play. He throws over to first. 1 down. Casey Stengel coming to the plate. Stengel hitting a team best 346. That's good for 7th in the league at the start of week number 4. Was a 368 hitter in 1922. This time, however, ground ball, third base. Dugan has it, and he throws over to first for the second out. Here's Frank Snyder. Snyder batting 258. Was a 343 hitter in 1922. Though the Giants are 6-2 on the season, as you've heard me go through their team batting averages, have not hit very well, just a team average of 226 coming into this game. So here's Snyder. Come back to the pitcher, Pennock has it, throws over to first, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the third, it's still 3-1 Yankees. Back to the top of the order for the Yanks. Earl Combs started the game with a triple, scored the game's first run. And Combs hits one into center field. It will fall in for a base hit. And he is 2 for 2. There's Mark Koenig, singled in the first inning, drove in the first run of the game. Fly ball to center field. No problem for Casey Stengel. Makes the catch for the first out. So here's Babe Ruth. Struck out his first time up. As we said, 5 home runs, 10 RBI in the first 12 games of the season. Deep fly ball to right, but Ross Youngs makes the catch at the warning track, and that is out number 2. So here's Lou Gehrig, 0 for 1. And he lines one over the first baseman's head. It's going to go into the corner. Earl Combs on his way to third. They're going to send him. He is going to score from first base. Lou Gehrig's into second with an RBI double. And it is now 4-1 Yankees. That'll bring Bob Musial to the plate with 2 outs and the runner on second. Musial homered in the first inning, driving in 2 runs. And Musial keeps it going, singles into left field. Irish Musial comes up with it. They're going to send Lou Gehrig. Play at the plate. Gehrig's safe. Musial has an RBI single. It is 5-1 Yankees. Musial's driven in 3 of those 5 runs. So Tony Lazzeri now, runner on first, 2 outs. Grounded out his first time up. Doesn't get much of it. Little chopper toward third base. Groh has to barehand it and hurry. Not in time. Lazzeri beats it out. Infield single. That'll put runners on first and second for Joe Dugan. Flew out his first time up. Ground ball to third. Groh has it. And that'll be the third out. So 2 more runs for the Yankees after 2.5 innings. They've got 5 runs on 7 hits. It's 5-1 Yankees going to the bottom of the third. And we start with the pitcher, Art Nehf. Had given up just 5 earned runs in his first 19 innings. He's given up 5 runs in 3 innings here today. Nehf 1 for 6 at the plate so far this season. Hits it well into center field, but Earl Combs rushes in and makes the catch for the first out. That brings up Dave Bancroft, started the game for the Yankees with a single. This time, though, routine fly ball to left. Bob Musial has it for the second out. So here's Heine Groh. Flew out his first time up. And he will fly out again, this time to right field. And another 1-2-3 inning for Herb Pennock. We go to the top of the fourth. Pat Collins to lead things off. He is 0 for 1. Ground ball left side. Groh has it. Throws over to first for the first out. Here's the pitcher, Herb Pennock. He is 0 for 1. And he lines one into right field, and he has a base hit. Back to the top of the order. Earl Combs already has a triple and a single in his first 2 at-bats. And it's only the 4th inning. He's going to beat out an infield single. And that puts runners on first and second for the Yankees. Still just 1 out. Mark Koenig coming back to the plate. He was 1 for 2. He looks at ball 1 and ball 2. And he looks at ball 3 and ball 4. So that loads up the bases for Babe Ruth. And there's still just 1 out. Giants have the bullpen going. Art Nehf has already given up 5 runs on 9 hits, and he now faces a bases loaded situation. And it is Babe Ruth at the plate, 0 for 2 so far in this one. Comebacker, the pitcher, Nehf goes home with it, gets the out at home. Snyder's throw to first, in time, double play. Wow, the Giants get out of a huge jam. and it is still just 5-1. Tough day so far for Babe Ruth. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Frankie Frisch leads things off, singled his first time up. He will draw a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Irish Musel. Had a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the first. Driven into left center field. Bob Musel chases it down, makes the catch for the out. One away. That'll bring up Ross Young's 0 for 1. And yet another infield single puts runners on first and second. One out for George Kelly, who is 0 for 1 today. He looks at ball 1 and then ball 2. Hit to right field. It's going to be catchable. Is it going to be deep enough for the runner to tag? Frisch tags up at second. Babe Ruth makes the catch. Frisch does advance to third base. So 2 outs, runners at the corners for Casey Stengel, Giants' top hitter. Came into the game batting .346, 0 for 1 today. And he hits a fly ball into center field that Earl Combs will catch for the third out. So runner stranded at third base. It is still 5-1 Yankees going to the top of the fifth. Lou Gehrig to lead things off, 1 for 2, had an RBI double his last time up. He lines one over the third baseman's head into the left field corner. Lou Gehrig into second with his second straight double. So here is Bob Musel. As we said, came into today with a .429 average. He has raised that. He is 2 for 2. 2-run homer in the first, an RBI single in the third. He's got another RBI opportunity here with Gehrig on second. Nobody out. Not this time, however. Ground ball to short. Bancroft has it. Gehrig's going to have to stay put at second. Bancroft throws over to first base for the first out. So I'll bring up Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri 1 for 2. Line drive right at Dave Bancroft. And Lou Gehrig had wandered too far off of second. Bancroft tosses it over to Frankie Frisch for the double play. Doubles off Gehrig. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the fifth. But they still lead 5-1. Frank Snyder leading things off for the Giants. 0 for 1 today. Bounces a ground ball towards second base. Tony Lazzeri grabs it, throws over to first for the first out. That'll bring up the pitcher, Art Nehf. After giving up 5 runs and 10 hits in 5 innings, we're going to send Nehf to the showers. And Johnny Rawlings will come up to pinch hit. One out, nobody on for the pinch hitter. Rawlings hit .282 in 1922. He is going to draw a walk here. So runner on first for Dave Bancroft, who is 1 for 2. Fly ball. Earl Combs has it in center field. That's the second out. Heine Grow. 2 outs, runner on first. Grow 0 for 2. Now 0 for 3 as he has flown out for the third straight at bat. So there was a walk, but no damage. Side is retired. We go to the 6th. Giants do need a new pitcher. It will be Hugh McQuillan. Quillen, 11 and 15 with a 4.06 ERA in 1922. So far in this season, McQuillan has made 2 appearances. He is 0 and 1 with a 3.38 ERA in 2 2/3 innings. Joe Dugan to lead things off. Dugan is 0 for 2 today. Ground ball left side. Dave Bancroft able to knock it down, throw to first, gets the out. Here's Pat Collins. Collins 0 for 2. Collins is going to do something good. 33, gets to roll on his second column. And 24, just going to be a base hit into right field for Pat Collins. So had a lot of homers on that second column, had to settle for the single. That'll bring up Herb Pennock, the pitcher. He is 1 for 2. He's going to look to bunt Collins over to second base here. And he will be unsuccessful. Not a good bunt. Gets it back to the pitcher who throws to the shortstop Bancroft, gets the lead runner. So 2 outs. Pennock now on first base after the fielder's choice. And that brings up Earl Combs. Combs 3 for 3 today. Led off the game with a triple. Has also singled twice. And would you believe it? Combs now 4 for 4. Hits one into right center field. Pennock is going to make it to third base. Another single for Earl Combs. He is 4 for 4. And then on the first pitch, he steals second base. Runners on second and third with 2 outs for Mark Koenig. Koenig's 1 for 2 with a walk. Drove in the first run of the game back in the first inning. This time, though, ground ball, second base. Frankie Frisch has it. And those 2 runners are stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Frankie Frisch to lead things off. Frisch, a single and a walk. This time pops it up. Left side, Mark Koenig calls for it. Makes the catch for the first out. Here's Irish Musial. Drove in the Giants' only run way back in the first inning with a sacrifice fly. Also flew out his second time up. And he will fly out again, this time to right field. 2 away. Ross Young's now. He is 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And Pennock strikes him out. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 7th. Here is Babe Ruth. Tough day so far for the Babe. 0 for 3. Hit into a double play with the bases loaded last time up. And he will this time hit a fly ball into right. Ross Youngs will chase it down, make the catch for the first out. Now Lou Gehrig comes to the plate. He is 2 for 3, has doubled twice. And McQuillan strikes him out for the second out. All right, so Bob Musial, 2 for 3. He's driven in 3 runs. 2-run homer in the first inning. And hits it hard, lines it into center field, but Casey Stengel makes the catch for the third out. 7th inning stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th, still 5-1 Yankees. George Kelly to lead things off for the Giants. He is 0 for 2 today. And he will line one over the shortstop's head. George Kelly is aboard with a base hit. Just the 4th of the game for the Giants. Feels like maybe the first one in a while. Well, Young's had one in the 4th inning, so we're now in the 7th. So it's been a few innings since they had a hit. But again, only 4. The Yankees have had 12 of them. All right, so runner on first, nobody out. Casey Stengel. Stengel 0 for 2, but Giants' top hitter, 346 average coming into today. And comebacker to the pitcher, throws to second, gets the out on to first. Stengel beats it out, so just a fielder's choice, and the lead runner is retired. Here's Frank Snyder, 0 for 2. He looks at ball 1 and ball 2. He looks at ball 3, and it's in the dirt, and that wild pitch will allow Casey Stengel to get to second base. Fly ball in the center, not deep enough for Stengel to advance. He'll have to stay put at second base. It's caught by Combs, out number 2. All right, we're at the pitcher's position with Hugh McQuillan, so we'll go to the bench for a pinch hitter. And it'll be Bill Cunningham. Cunningham, a .328 hitter in 1922. Just 0 for 1 so far this season as a pinch hitter. Runner on second, 2 outs. And Cunningham comes through, lines one into right field. It's in for a base hit. Stengel rounds third. He heads for home, and he will score the Giants' second run. It is now 5-2. So the pinch hitter comes through with 2 outs. Now Dave Bancroft to the plate. Bancroft 1 for 3. He'll hit one into center field. Catchable, though, for Earl Combs. 3 outs. Giants went 5 innings without scoring. Scored 1 in the first, had to wait till the 7th to get their second run. We go to the 8th, 5-2 Yankees. And the Giants need a new pitcher. We will see Red Causey come to the mound. I believe this will be Causey's first appearance of the season. Yes, it is. Causey 4-3, 3.18 ERA in 71 innings back in 1922. All right, so we're in the 8th. It's 5-2. Tony Lazzeri lead things off against the new pitcher. Lazeri 1 for 3. Ground ball right side. Frankie Frisch has it. First out. Here's Joe Dugan 0 for 3. Pops it up. Bancroft makes the catch for the second out. And now Pat Collins. He will draw a 2-out walk. Pennock comes to the plate, 1 for 3. Only has given up 2 runs and 5 hits in 7 innings. So he will clearly stay in the game. And would be a double play ball, but there's already 2 outs, so shortstop throws over to first for the final out. Now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Heine Groh to lead things off. Groh 0 for 3 has flown out 3 times. He is now flown out of sorts. Pops it up. Infield pop-up. Shortstop has it. And it is the first out. Here's Frankie Frisch, 1 for 2 with a walk. Hits one into center field. Catchable. Earl Combs has it for out number 2. Now Irish Musial, 0 for 2, sacrifice fly back in the first inning. And he hits one into left field. Deep, but catchable. Bob Musial has it. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for Herb Pennock. We're on to the 9th. Here is Earl Combs to lead things off. This is his 5th time to the plate. He is 4 for 4, a triple and 3 singles. Can he make it 5 for 5? Yes, he can. He hits one over the first baseman's head and down the right field line. He's got a double to go with his triple and 3 singles. So here's Mark Koenig, 1 for 3 with a walk. Hits it into center field, not deep enough. Combs not going anywhere. Stengel will make the catch for the first out. Runner stays at second. And here's Babe Ruth. Tough day so far, 0 for 4. He hits a deep fly ball to right field to the warning track, but caught at the warning track by Ross Youngs. This time Earl Combs will tag up and make his way to third base. So here's Lou Gehrig. He is 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. He's got a runner on third with 2 outs. And he hits a well-hit ball to center field, but catchable for Casey Stengel, and that'll be it. We go to the bottom of the 9th, the last chance for the Giants, trailing 5-2. Herb Pennock looking to finish this one off. He's given up just 2 runs on 5 hits in the first 8 innings. Giants have the 5, 6, 7 batters coming up, starting with Ross Youngs. Youngs 1 for 3 today. And he lines one into center field. Earl Combs chases after it, and he will make the catch for the first out. I'll bring up George Kelly, 1 for 3. He will draw a walk. It's 1 base runner. Casey Stengel. Stengel's 0 for 3. Ground ball right side. Lazzeri has it. Throws over to second. Marconi gets the lead out on to first, but Stengel beats it out. Fielder's choice, but the second out is made. Giants are down to the last out. Frank Snyder will come to the plate. Snyder 0 for 3. Needs to do something to keep this game alive. He will not. He hits a lazy fly ball into center field that Earl Combs will catch for the final out, and that is the ball game. The New York Yankees take the opener of this 4-game series. They beat the New York Giants 5-2. The 27 Yankees, 5 runs on 13 hits. There were no errors. They left 8 runners on base. The 1922 Giants, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 6 runners left on base. For the Yankees, of those 13 hits, 5 of them by Earl Combs, 5 for 5, a double, a triple, and 2 runs scored. Lou Gehrig, 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles, drove in a run. Bob Musial, 2 for 4, hit his 3rd home run of the season, has 3 RBI, giving him a team best 13 on the season. Herb Pennock, he went the distance and improved to 2-1 after in his 4th start. 9 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, gave up 3 walks, struck out just 1. For the Giants, 5 hits total. Nobody had more than 1. No extra base hits. Irish Musial and pinch hitter Bill Cunningham drove in the 2 runs. Giants used 3 pitchers. Art Nehf was the loser. He drops to 0-1. 5 innings, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Hugh McQuillan threw 2 scoreless innings, as did Red Cousy. So that will be it from Game 1 at the Polo Grounds. Yankees make a statement in winning this opener between 2 of the top teams in the league so far, but 3 more to play. Generally, I've just been showing 1 game from each of the series here on YouTube, but I think we'll come back with either Game 3 or 4, depending on maybe what happens in the next game here on YouTube. So if you enjoyed this one, check back maybe tomorrow for game either 3 or 4, or maybe both from this series. We'll see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. If you did, please like and subscribe. And that's all from the Polo Grounds, where the Yankees have beaten the Giants 5-2. Please check out my website, rogersportsgames.com, for all of the recaps, box scores, stats, and more from my APBA projects and other projects. Thanks for watching.